Hello everyone! Wool is a soft and durable natural material that has become a favorite choice of millions of people around the world. From warm winter sweaters to luxury carpets, wool is an indispensable ingredient in many products. But have you ever wondered how wool is produced? Today we will explore the journey from farm to factory, where wool is harvested from more than 78 million sheep in Australia, home to the world's most developed wool industry. Each year, this industry supplies millions of tons of high-quality wool, serving the needs of the global textile industry. Let's find out the secret behind this special source of raw materials. Wool is famous for its softness and natural curl, providing a comfortable feeling and outstanding durability. This type of fiber has excellent insulation properties, keeping you warm in cold weather and cool on hot days, thanks to its good moisture absorption. As a result, wool is an ideal material for many types of clothing, such as sweaters, jackets, and even blankets. In addition, wool has a high natural elasticity, is resistant to friction, is wrinkle-resistant, and is very easy to clean. Over the centuries, wool has maintained its position as one of the highest quality fibers, not only durable, but also has natural antibacterial properties, creating resistance to dirt. About 10,000 years ago, people began raising sheep, initially for food and later for clothing. However, it was not until 1797, when the United Kingdom brought the first 13 sheep to Australia, that the wool industry really began to flourish. Sheep have been sheared in Australia since the early 19th century, and initially this work was done entirely by hand, requiring the strength and skill of skilled workers. Today, the process has been modernized with the help of machines, but it still requires meticulousness and care. With nearly 80 million sheep in Australia, the country's wool industry produces up to 350 million kilograms of wool each year, a huge output for the global market. To obtain high-quality wool, the production process begins with raising and managing the sheep so that they are always in good health. Sheep shearing is an important and complex step, requiring the skill of the workers. This team of workers often works in groups, performing the shearing as quickly and safely as possible so as not to harm the sheep. After shearing, the sheep will increase their ability to generate heat, helping them consume more food and maintain good health. Shearing takes place once a year, usually in the warmest months of spring or early summer, to help reduce stress on the sheep during the process. To ensure the health of the sheep, the shearing team always follows strict procedures, quickly returning them to the barn for adequate food and water. A skilled shearer can shear between 140 and 200 sheep a day, and each sheep takes only about 39 seconds to shear thanks to modern shearing equipment. This equipment has wide and sharp blades, specially designed to reduce the weight and temperature of the handle, making the job easier. However, after shearing about 18 sheep, the blades need to be sharpened again to ensure sharpness and efficiency. An important step in shearing is to remove all the wool from the sheep in one go, creating a large piece of wool called fleece. Each sheep can produce between 1 and 3 kilograms of fine wool and 2 to 3 kilograms of coarse wool, depending on the breed and care conditions. After shearing, the wool undergoes a sorting and defleecing process. Workers place the wool skin side down on a table with slots to allow the debris to fall to the floor, providing a preliminary cleaning. Experts then further process the wool to remove dirt, sweat, and other impurities, and finally sort the wool according to fineness and luster. The quality of the wool is judged by the fineness of the fibers, and finer wool is preferred for high-end products, such as merino wool clothing. Meanwhile, thicker wool can be used for industrial or household products, such as carpets. After sorting, the wool is washed to remove natural oils and other impurities, preparing it for pressing into large bales weighing up to 200 kilograms for easy transport and storage. The sheared sheep are released back to pasture, 6 kilograms lighter and ready for the next cycle of life. The wool is baled and transported to the mill, where it undergoes further processing. Mills receive thousands of kilograms of wool from all over the world every day. Here, the wool is dyed in thousands of different shades. The dyeing process is carried out in giant steel baskets, using pressure and water to ensure that the color is absorbed evenly and quickly. After dyeing, the wool is dried in a giant industrial microwave oven, which removes any remaining moisture. In the carding stage, the wool passes through more than 100 rollers, covered with metal wires to smooth it and remove any tangles or impurities. This process aligns the fibers, preparing them for spinning. The wool is twisted multiple times to form a strong thread, and each thread is then wound onto a spool called a bobbin, ready for weaving. In the weaving room, the wool is woven into fabric by combining warp and weft threads, creating a strong and delicate fabric texture. The finished wool fabrics undergo finishing steps before being packaged and distributed to factories or stores around the world. The journey of sheep's wool from vast farms to finished products is a meticulous and elaborate process, demonstrating the perfect combination of tradition and modern technology. Each strand of wool tells a story about the hard-working workers and the sheep that are carefully grazed and cared for. If you find the process of wool production and the stories behind these unique industries interesting, don't forget to like, share this video, and subscribe to see more interesting content on our channel. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos.